What's up? This is Daniel with Better Than 9, and we are here for another one-hit review. We have a really good one today. You guys who've been around us for a while, remember the Cap Junky that came back last October? It's back, and it's angry. This is even a better batch than before. It's the same grower. This is from Georgia. This is THCA flower. I don't know if you can get those trichomes on there.
Yeah.
This shit is nasty. Cap Junky is a sativa dominant, like I'd say 70-80% sativa. I'm sure there's some indica in it just because it's hard to find pures. Alien Cookies by Kush Mints. Kush Mints, they say, is good for arousal. I might make fun of that later if I remember, because I like making fun of stuff. So let's go through our little thing. Appearance. This stuff, it's going to mess up your thing.
Oh, no, it's good. It
it's
came
good?
through, yeah.
All right, cool.
Let me give it a second to focus. There we go.
This stuff is light green, got hints of purple. He let this go 3 days longer than regular.
Yeah.
So it pulled some purple out, and the resin production, the trichomes, it's just nasty.
Next level, yeah.
This is like, I'll challenge most people watching this. You probably can't get bud better than this. Even if you go to Colorado dispensary, you can't.
They don't care.
No, they don't. This doesn't get to the tourist dispensary. They keep this for themselves.
No.
You got to know the grower to get this in any kind of bulk, because they only make 10 pounds a harvest. All right, the smell. It's loud. First time I tell you, it's so loud.
That's true. This smelled up everything when we opened it up. I mean, it hangs in the room.
Yeah, the room, it sticks in the air. Like,
Yeah.
it gets on your clothes. Like, you can't go in public because you're like, that's me. I would say, what do you say the smell is? It's skunky, it's funky, it's sour.
This was a me thing. We talked about this briefly off camera, but to me, it smells like fresh, spring bushes, flowers. Kind of smell,
like gardenias.
Gardenias.
You said azaleas,
yeah.
but I think you mean gardenias.
No,
yeah, so there's a
gardenia.
floral thing. It's sweet and honey.
Yeah.
It's a complex smell. It's got a lot, and it changes the more you smell it.
Yeah.
Like, then it starts smelling almost like buttery.
Yeah.
After a little bit, like caramel or butterscotch, like the scented marker did.
Yeah. Same guy, so it makes sense.
Yeah, this is from the same grower. Yeah, so he has his own little favorites. So we went over the smell, the appearance, the genetics. All right, so all that leaves us is to do. We're gonna do our one hit off camera because YouTube does stuff, and then we're gonna come back and talk about taste and do some fun stuff and see how the effects are hitting us. Which I've already smoked this one, so I cheated, but we'll do it again. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. All right, hey guys, we're back from our one hit of the Cap Junky. It's been about 5 minutes, maybe longer. The taste is a lot like what it smells like. It's a sharp, fruity, a little piney, a little floral. It's good. I mean, it's live. It's just got a lot of flavor to it. What did you taste?
I tasted the floral taste, just like it smelled.
Did you? Yeah, for me, it's kind of like fruity, but sour. But not sour like rotten, like it's about to be
No.
What do you call it? Like wine, but
Yeah.
sour like sour candy. Like war heads. It was
It's that, but it's also kind of light, like rose hips, if you've had that. It's
yeah, when I said it was alive. That was what I was trying to say. So what you're saying, it's the same thing. It's like you guys are hearing what both of our trying to communicate
a taste and a smell, articulate
word,
that. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, and this shit is strong.
Dude, yeah.
I took one legit hit, normal sized, and we forgot we were supposed to finish this video. We were talking about hand trimming versus machine trimming.
It was a whole learning experience for me, but yeah, I mean, perfect segue there. Yeah, you could tell that this one was taken care of. I mean, you feel it.
Yeah, because we were talking about it. I was like, dude, we should be doing this on video. I bet a lot of people wonder about hand trim versus machine trim because this is hand trim. Hang on, let me get one.
Yeah.
Sean, and then he was, and I said, just like there's other exotics from California, those are machine trim. He's like, wait, what? And then I'm like, yeah, you can look at it. I'm like, so I'm gonna teach you guys something today. You can tell a hand trim bud from a machine trim bud by how your trichomes are. The trichomes are the resin glands that grow the crystals that we call them. And what they would look like is it would be a stalk with like a little gland, like a little head on top, almost like a mushroom, sort of.
Yeah, they're like little round spheres.
Yeah, on top of a little stalk that feeds them to fill them up. Yeah, so you guys would get it.
You normal stoners could just call them the crystals.
Yeah, there you go. So if you look at them, well, that's what they should look like. This has been hand trimmed, and that's also why this stuff is just so crazy. The trichome development, that's not, I mean, it's grown beautifully, but I mean, it's just like,
It's messing with us.
okay.
To
But
the refresh rate, but yeah.
it's just wild. So this is a way that you can tell this was hand trimmed because all the trichomes on the outside are, they're intact. As opposed to, like, let me grab another one. This is some runts that we're going to do next time. And this stuff is nasty too, but if you look at it, the trichomes are mushed down and broke off. I mean, if you have a loop, you can actually see it.
Yeah.
So we could loop it one day. We got to get one of those cameras. But and this is also fantastic. Y'all will get this one soon.
You can see it. It's coming out really nice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And these are both great genetics.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm comparing two unequal things.
No, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. So we were just talking about how the machines have gotten really good, but it's just that little attention to detail that makes this stuff like I don't know how I would improve it. If you're going to criticize this, what would you say?
The cap junkie?
Yeah.
You kind of had me at a loss at that one. I mean, I'd put that in like my top 5 personal strains. My only criticism, I think, would be this is a hybrid. Okay, so like if you're looking for exclusive sativa or indica qualities.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm going to cut you off. No, I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
In the production of this product.
Oh, in
like
the trim.
How could it be better? Being a little bit tighter on the trim? I mean, no, I'm just...
Make it more available. These are rare. This is like the 10 or 15 year scotch. You're like, dang, I wish I could drink this all the time. I mean, it's
well,
like,
you can if you're a Better Than 9 customer. We always have them, like 1 or 2.
That's true. That's true. No, but this Miracle Mints in particular, the Cap Junkie, otherwise known as.
Oh yeah, the Miracle Mints, because I don't like using junkie.
Yeah.
That's got a negative connotation. But yeah, Miracle Mints.
Yeah. Though this one, I don't have a criticism for it. Again, it's a hybrid, but it's a spectacular hybrid. It's so good that usually I am a very polarizing bud smoker. So meaning like I want a sativa, and that's going to be like my wake me up, you know. If I'm doing yard work or going to exercise, something light, then I'll do that. But then at nighttime, when it's time to go to bed, I'm watching some TV or something, I want an indica. I don't want to smoke too much hybrid. This guy could fulfill all of the roles, and I would not be sad.
Yeah, it can do it. I think a lot of this is like, it's definitely not speedy indica.
No.
But we were chatting to the point. Here's how we know it's a hybrid. He and I took our hit, like the whole plan was to take a hit, come back and talk about it on camera. And then we hit it, and we just started yammering on about the trim and what we were talking about there. And then all of a sudden, it was like, oh, dude, we got to go back. We forgot.
Yeah.
So we had the energy to have a really spirited conversation, but it completely forgot our responsibility.
Well, right. But we came to, you know what? We're well-spoken right now. Like, this isn't like a mess you up indica.
I mean, y'all can see me, like, if y'all, like, right now, I might be looking great and performing terrifically, but in my head, I'm like
feeling
wasted.
it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. That's how I know.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. It's strong. I wouldn't call it a functional daytime kind of thing.
I wouldn't drive a car right now.
No.
I mean, unless it was like an emergency, but I would have to go like wash my face, drink a cup of water. I would need 25, 30 minutes to drive a vehicle.
Right, but on the other hand, like some of these other couch locky indicas, like that make you not want to move, this isn't that, you know.
But this is more sativa, I thought.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the indica like keeps you from like
doing. Yeah, that's what makes it the strong hybrid. This is what we're struggling to articulate.
Okay, the Cap Junkie Miracle Mints. This is the kind of strain that if you and your friends want to come up with a business idea that you will never do anything more with, or when you go back to revisit it tomorrow, and you're like, dude, what was that great business idea? And you're looking at it, you're like, find cure for cancer, sell cure for cancer for money. You're like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a little more work on this business plan, guys. So this is kind of like that one. Like, you think you're smart, but you're just like, if I went to Public right now, I wish we had some of those stupid glasses and I could go out and try to interact with people. And you could secretly watch me trying to have conversations with like normal people that are just having.
Oh yeah. So that's you again, perfect segue. You led exactly where I was going with this in my head, because I'm thinking like, oh, I could go for a walk. Like I would walk around the neighborhood, but then if I see somebody that I do not want to talk to, this is borderline overwhelming.
Yo. Okay, this is okay. Yes, let me tell you about this. Okay, so, but my cousin, his mom and dad used to have a house in my neighborhood, and my parents own a house in my neighborhood, but they don't live. They're not around it that much. But my cousin Danny, when he had that property that was like right around, he would come over and pick up like the rent from the people and stuff like that, and it was just like one street over. And so a lot of times he would drive by and see if I was home and say what's up, but they were calling on rent and picking up rent. Sometimes, him and his wife, they weren't trying to hang out. Sometimes they would just go pick it up and go.
Right.
But I didn't think about it, that they were like motherfucking dude. One day, God, it's cold in here. I had hit one of these buds, dude, and like I was high like this. And I was like, I'm gonna take a walk. I can't just sit here. It was like spring or summer, so the weather was nice. And I was like taking a walk around the neighborhood, and I was over near where his parents' house was, and he was picking up, and so it was dusk and there was like lightning bugs, and I was trying to catch this lightning bug. And you know how when you're catching a lightning bug, you're like, my vision sucks, by the way, in the light. So, and I'm like, there it is. So you look for the blink and you chase it and you're like, all right, reveal yourself. And then, so I was sitting here in the street jumping, trying to catch a lightning bug, and I don't jump that high. I'm in my mid 40s and I'm doing that. And then I hear like honk, honk. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm in the street. So I go walk to the side, like just be normal. And then like I hear, hey Daniel. And I'm like, it is my cousin and his wife. And I was like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing here? We were just here to pick up the rent. We saw somebody in the middle of the street jumping up and down. Like, we thought that we didn't know what we should do. And then we saw it was you. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I was just trying to catch a lightning bug.
Just nothing out of the ordinary here? Yeah. So there you go. That sums up the vibe for this pretty well. Except instead of needing like multiple strains in a session, we took one hit from this thing.
Yeah. Dude, that happened to me. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Like, I forget that like where I live is like downtown, and it's a small community, and like I have customers all over, and I walk to the same restaurants and bars in public, so you get to see the same fucking people all the time. And then like it'll be like one time I had like I used a whole bunch of THCA hemp, and I probably had a tall boy White Claw. Like I was taking a walk. I'm gonna walk downtown, and then like I got like must have kind of hit me halfway there. Like I was like walking in the median of like Hainesbridge Road with no shirt on, like dancing. I started getting texts like, "Hey, you okay? I see you in the middle of the road dancing." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm just taking a walk."
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
What?
Like, well, like people see you and like you know like.
Hey man, let them see you in your natural state of being with your THCA flowers.
My natural state of being. It's like I hear it from my mom. You're like, oh, I talked to Mrs. Johnson. I'm like, oh yeah, so she said she saw you dancing in the parking lot at the Publix. I was like, yeah.
Dance like no one's watching, Mrs. Johnson.
Yeah, I was probably buying food, like, and dancing.
My gummy kicked in. I don't know what to tell y'all.
You ate a gummy?
No.
Oh.
Say it in the Publix.
Okay. Just
gotta get it out.
Dude, like, what's it to do with the noodle? These lawyers I had office space across from us a long time ago, there one day, they used to eat drugs and go to music festivals, like those 3-day music festivals. And one time they were talking about like they fired their accountant because they saw him doing the noodle at a music festival. They were like, dude was like managing all their money, and then they're over there. They're like, hey, is that it's like, hey, whatever. I forget, the guy had like a really Jewish name. It was just like, hey, is that Adam Silverstein? And he's just like, yeah. And they see the guy and he's just shirtless and sweating, and it's like, and they're like, is he shirtless doing the noodle in his mid-40s? They're like, yeah, we're gonna fire him on Monday. And they fired him.
Dang, brutal.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that was so freaking funny. But anyways, okay, so what you guys just witnessed was a partial meltdown of the Cap Junky effects. So we have a strong hybrid. I'm tapping my foot like I drank a bunch of too much coffee.
That's the sativa.
But I can't. I'm sure my eyes are my eyes don't feel totally like they were before.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a fun before and after. I think this is probably the most impaired that I have been on one of these.
From one hit. So there you go, y'all. If you're
one hit.
Yeah, one hit.
And it wasn't even an excessive hit.
If you're looking for a head knocker, a skull puncher, how you refer to these really strong guys these days, that is a hybrid. The exact definition.
I'm borderline uncomfortable with the camera right now. I'm self-conscious.
For no reason, yeah.
Well, there's a reason. Miracle Mints. I am minty fresh. That's going to be the new thing. Be like, dude, I am minty fresh.
He's fresh right now. Jeez.
Okay, well, guys, this is Daniel from Better Than Nine. Thank you for doing, this stuff is strong. This is the one-hit review of the Miracle Mints, or listed as Cap Junky on the website. Use coupon code STUPIDCUPID between February mid-February to mid-March or something.
Yeah, just be looking for it.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. This is Daniel from BetterThan9.com. Thank you for watching.